Knights will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off with the football. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Scarlet Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like, one of the best in the country at your spot. So, interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy. Because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What an individual effort that time, beating this guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Hunt is on its way. Very little He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They cough it up near their own goal line. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 4 over Colorado. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll go right back to him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He's going to look for a man on third and short. He's got an open man. Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now they'll run the draw. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on.
Out at the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, making a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rourke. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. From the gun, looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's so frustrating when you get in a 1st and goal situation. The next thing you know, you're backed up. You're not even in the red zone anymore. Offenses have to be able to respond. You got to understand, I'm going to get negative plays. What's next? What do I got on the sheet that I know I'm going to call, get this back, and get in the end zone?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Bean. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride. So easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 72 yards, Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds a little space. Runs through a tackle. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. A kick is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Right on the money. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Bean. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Rourke. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky.
Quickly out to the tight end.
We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad.
And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Give to Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give headed toward right tackle. He's in open space downfield. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Holds and fires complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Peppers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roy. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A little screen to the running back. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
First down for the offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roy. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Now on 2nd and goal. The option look. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 7 over Kentucky.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out quickly.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
3rd down coming.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, This offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance at coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Rutgers.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
One-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Finley. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Leaves it with the back. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Brown has it. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The snap sets up to throw. Finds his big tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Bean. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Here comes the option. quick toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go back to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And here comes the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Bean. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.